I stopped reminding my spouse about things that mattered to me. For 7 years, I was the one keeping our marriage running on memory. I reminded my husband Evan about everything that mattered to me: my birthday, our anniversary, work events, doctor appointments where I needed him there, dinners with my parents, every single thing. If I did not remind him 3 days before, then the day before, then the morning of, he would forget. And even then, he still acted surprised when the day came, like he had never heard about it before. Last March was the moment something changed in me. My sister's baby shower was coming up, and I reminded him 4 different times. 4. He still went ahead and booked a golf trip for that same weekend. When I confronted him, he looked at me and said I never told him. I pulled up the text and showed him every reminder. His response? "You should have reminded me again." That was when something inside me went cold. I decided to stop reminding him, not to punish him. I just needed to know the truth. I needed to see if he cared enough to remember anything about me on his own. My birthday was 6 weeks away. One night in early April during dinner, I casually mentioned that I could not believe I was turning 34 soon. He nodded, kept eating, and moved on. That was it. That was the only reminder he was going to get. Then I waited. Over the next few weeks, I watched him remember everything that mattered to him: his fantasy football draft, his poker night with friends, his coworkers' retirement drinks, his mother's birthday, which he bought a present for 2 weeks early. As my birthday got closer, I kept waiting for him to mention it. 1 week away, nothing. 3 days away, nothing. The night before, I lay in bed beside him while he scrolled through his phone, laughing at videos. My chest felt heavy and hollow at the same time. I almost gave in. I almost reminded him the way I always did. I didn't. The next morning, I woke up at 7:30 and he was already dressed for work. "Hey babe," he said, kissing my forehead. "Got an early meeting. See you tonight." Then he left. No happy birthday, no card, no flowers, nothing. I sat on the edge of the bed and cried for 20 minutes. Then the tears stopped and something else took their place. Calm. The kind that comes when the truth finally settles in. I went to work. My coworkers surprised me with cake and a card signed by everyone in the office. My mom called me at lunch. My sister had flowers delivered to my desk. My best friend took me out for dinner that night. At 5:15, Evan texted me, "Working late, don't wait up." I did not reply. He came home around 9:45 while I was in bed reading. He changed into pajamas and climbed in beside me like it was any other day. "How was your day?" he asked. I looked up from my book. It was my birthday. His face changed instantly. The color drained right out of him. "What? No, that's next week." It was today, April 28th. "Check your phone." He grabbed his phone and stared at the screen. I watched panic and guilt hit him all at once. "Oh my god, babe, I'm so sorry. I thought it was May 28th. I had the date wrong." I said nothing. "I'll make it up to you. This weekend, anything you want. Dinner, shopping, a trip, whatever." Still nothing. He reached for my hand. "Please say something." I slowly pulled my hand away. "I mentioned my birthday 6 weeks ago, once. I wanted to see if you would remember without me reminding you over and over like I always do." His face fell. "You remember your golf trips, your fantasy draft, your mother's birthday. You bought her a gift 2 weeks early." He opened his mouth, but no words came out. "I'm not angry," I said quietly. "I'm tired. For 7 years I've been reminding you about everything that matters to me." I finally got my answer. "What answer?" "You do not forget the things that matter to you. You forget the things that don't." The silence after that was louder than any argument we had ever had. He tried to explain. Work stress, ADHD, busy schedule, too much on his mind. I let him speak. Then I said the one sentence that changed everything. "I've been important to everyone in my life except my husband. He slept on the couch that night, and the night after, and the night after that." 2 weeks later, we started therapy. During one session, the therapist asked him to name 5 things that mattered to me: my hobbies, my goals, my fears, my favorite anything. He couldn't name one. That was when I knew this was bigger than a forgotten birthday. We are separated now. Now he sends flowers every month. He remembers every important date. He texts constantly, desperate to prove he has changed. But once you finally realize you were invisible the whole time, something breaks. You cannot go back to pretending not to see it. On my next birthday, I spent the day with the people who remembered without ever needing a reminder.